Hello everyone, this is a quick introduction to Module 8. Module 8 is our last module for the class, so we are just finishing up with some review of the genres, and we'll take a final exam and you'll have a final collaborative writing assignment in the form of a discussion board to complete. So I'll just go over these very quickly so that you can see what you can anticipate. So as you can see, the module is fairly short. We do have a readings review page just for the chapters that you'll need to go over, and these are the different modules that these came from. This is just term review. It's not review of anything that we read, so we're not concerned with content of short stories, content of poems, that kind of thing, authors versus what they wrote, that kind of thing. All we're concerned with is the actual literary terms and concepts that were covered in these chapters. So we're thinking vocabulary and terminology, so that limits what you have to study in order to take the final. So this is only to review. This is all stuff that we've looked at before, and then once you feel comfortable with all of this terminology, then the next step would be to take the quiz. And this is our review exam. It's set up the same way the other exams have been. These are questions that are in the pools for the quizzes and the exams that you've already taken. So you will probably have quite a few questions that you have already had, and so that makes it a little bit easier. You should be tested over things that you already know, so you shouldn't have to do a whole lot of studying in order to take the exam. However, this is another one of those exams where you can only take it one time, so make sure that you are prepared to sit down and finish it once you start it. The last thing that you'll do is this final review discussion board. So in place of doing an essay or even essay questions on the exam, or some other type of individual writing assignment, I'm having you guys do a discussion board. And the discussion board is supposed to be collaborative and pull together ideas from the entire class. So you're going to make 5 discussion board posts. The first thing that you need to do is choose your 2 favorite pieces that we did this semester. Now, you can't use pieces that other students have posted, so it might be a good idea to post your thread early and just put the title of what you want to use, and then go back in and edit that post in order to finish with the information that you need to provide. So 2 of your favorites. It could be a short story, it could be a poem, it could be a play. It doesn't really matter which genre you choose, as long as you are doing 2 of them. For each one, you'll create a post. Tell us where it's at in the book, why you liked it, the theme that you see going on, and there may be more than one theme, but we're looking at the overall main idea that it covers, and then the major literary devices that you see. So whether there's a lot of symbolism, a lot of irony, if you're having trouble with that part, look in the whatever chapter it might have shown up in. Sometimes they're in a chapter. If they're in the chapter on symbolism, then that work would have a lot of symbols in it. So just going to give us an outline or an overview of what it is. Once you're done with your 2 original posts, then you will look for 3 posts to respond to. So you will be responding either as the first commenter or the second commenter. And I realize on Canvas it's sometimes really hard to tell how many people have responded. So you'll be looking for the original posts will have the title and author of the work. So then underneath, if anyone's responded, they would be the first commenter, and then if you respond underneath that, you would be the second commenter. So if you're the first commenter, then you'll provide outside sources to help us better understand the work. So this might be a video or a website or something like that. We're not looking for a summary synopsis type of work. We're looking for something that would provide more information about maybe the theme or time period or the author. So look outside of the actual story or poem for something that would help us see context instead. If you're the second commenter, then you are looking for similar works in the textbook, and all you're doing is making connections between those similar works. So if you see that someone has posted, say, a poem by Edgar Allan Poe, then the 2 works that you provide, you might have, look in that section of the textbook where there's some like supernatural type of stories. You might post one of those, or maybe another poem by Poe. That's not that one. And so you would have two similar works, or works that you can make connections with, and then you just explain those in your comment. So you'll do that 3 times. You'll make a comment based on whether you're the first commenter or the second commenter. There should be plenty, once everyone has done their initial posts, there should be plenty of posts to respond to. If for some reason you get on there and every single one of the original posts has 2 comments on it, then send me an email and I will put some original posts up there for you to work on. So that way students will have them to respond to, particularly if it's early in the module. Sometimes students wait till the end to post, and then it can be kind of frustrating for students who really want to get done early. So that's the end of the class. You do have the option to take the end of course survey again for 5 points extra credit. It is anonymous, and so you can get in there and leave me a little bit of feedback on what you thought of the semester. Otherwise, that is everything for the class, and hopefully you enjoyed it. I enjoyed having you all for students. Don't forget to return your textbooks and enroll for classes next semester.